Come on, dude. I had a viewer. My stream is so bad. Tank and we're it sucks that I didn't have profit, but I might as well have spent that dynamite. Woo! Money.
I called some friends of mine that were storm spotters. I said, "What's it doing?" They said it's moving northeast. So at that point, I thought it looks like it will miss us.
But the tornado makes a sudden, unusual swerve toward Greensburg, and what had looked like a
Came on. It was always normally very controlled. Very matter of fact, they said, "This is bad. This is very, very bad. This is the worst possible signature this can have on radar. You've got to take this seriously. You've got to take cover."
Well, I sure hate to tell you this, friends, but it looks like that thing. Shelter right now.
And that's what really got my attention. That's when I started to feel a little surge of adrenaline then.
Chris Koss is 30 miles from Greensburg in Kinsley, Kansas on business when he starts fielding.
We were alone during storms, and when I realized how bad the storm bad it was going to be, I was telling him to stay where he was, don't come home.
Chris used to be a long-haul truck driver. He knows how dangerous the roads will be in this weather. But the thought of Kelsey and Jake facing a tornado without him is just too much to stomach, and he decides to attempt the trip back to Greensburg anyway.
I jumped in the car. I took everything that I know as far as survival skills and I threw them out the window. People were actually parked on the side of the road with the hazards on. That was actually the only reason I could tell the road was straight. I couldn't really tell it was hailing, raining. Windshield wipers weren't keeping up. Every worst case imaginable.
My windshield wipers weren't keeping up yesterday.
From the cab of his truck, Chris is still able to reach Kelsey sporadically via cell phone, but Kelsey is growing more panicked.
Oh, thanks. My stream lagged.
Down with Jake before the storm hits, but their home
Dude.
has no basement.
Have you ever, this is gonna be a tank to hold liquids. Have you ever heard of the Washington tornado? The EF4 that hit Washington? That's a drive. That's a little short drive from this house right now. I live very close to Washington. Oh, no problem. So, I live out in the middle of the country, and I have an ATV. This is my helmet I use. It's like the color of the channel. So, wind visor. When you go like 30 miles an hour on a four-wheeler, it's kind of, windy. And I also got this little hole right here that has air coming in. Also got a hole right here. Yeah, there's two on the side right here. There's one up top. And there's like a little vent on the back. That way the air can circulate through my helmet and go out the back. That way my head is not like sweating. And it's really nice. I love it. We have really dusty roads. That's why I usually wear the four-wheeling helmet. No. Oh, wait. What's it called? The brand was Sentinel. It's called Sentinel. That one was a $200 helmet. These aren't cheap. I had to upgrade because my other helmet was broken. Sentinel... Oh, sorry. Sentinel helmet. So, and Sentinel ATV helmet. Oh, well, I found the same one right here. Yeah, it's a racing helmet, too. That's interesting. See, that's like a motorcycle helmet. Dude, I can't imagine how much these things are, especially with the economy. It's bad. So, back then, I don't know if you know construction. Oh, wow! It's $119! That's like half... Oh, I'm jealous. I got mine for like 200. That one's like 119. Price drop. Nice. I can't believe they actually dropped the price on these things. I got it probably from like a second-hand dealer, so they probably marked the price up a little bit. Kinda can't blame them. What do you mean? If you're asking preference, it's honestly Trump. I hate to say it, but like, we need a new president right now. This is the worst state I've ever seen America in. Like, probably what's it called? If I did support Joe, then you have the legal right to call me an idiot. Like, honestly, you know what? You know what? I would, honestly, just... Well, actually, there's nothing really to redeem him. I like how he says, oh, if Taiwan gets invaded, we're gonna defend them. Yeah, that's a good thing to do, but then... One. Sorry. Anyway, he says he will defend Taiwan, and I have no problem with that, but then I don't want us to get into, like, freaking World War III. Oh, and I'm out. I'm out of stuff. Like, thing is that I'm getting a little bit of exhausted because the governments around the world are getting so sick and tired of conflict. All of our government, like, the people around the world are just like, no, stop getting in wars, and the government's like, haha, battles go brr. It's so true, and I hate it. I hate it to my very core. Like, it's like Vietnam. Nobody supported Vietnam. Nobody supported the Vietnam War at all. Like, the entire citizenship of the United States was saying, bring our homies home. And... I think you actually might be right. I'm not too sure. Or more like left, get it? Cause political joke? Funny, laugh, please? Please? Kill me. Even though I don't do a whole lot of four-wheeling, I like to have that helmet, of course, as I said before, in case of a tornado. Because helmets and boots are very, very nice to have for tornado warnings. I've used it, yeah, last year, at least like 2-3 times because of an outbreak. That one December outbreak, I had 3 within a 100-mile radius of me. And the worst thing is, they were all at night. And almost a year ago, about 11 months ago, oh yes, you know what time it is. Not really. In the game, if you're asking real life, I don't really fish a lot, but I want to get more into it. However, I am a very big swimmer. I love swimming. I just acquired a wetsuit, along with a bunch of fins and propulsion devices. Like, I have webbed gloves, I have swimming fins, so I'm literally getting ready. I like swimming. Like, what is there not to like about swimming? You get exercise, and it's fun. And the thing about swimming is it's the best way to get exercise, too. I will say, you want to hear a tip? If you're ever want to float, extend your arms out and your legs out and float on your back. There's a somewhat chance you will be able to float. Swim instructor taught me. Another thing I see people who can't swim, the biggest thing you can do to fail is don't struggle. You'll waste your momentum and your energy, and you'll sink faster. If you slowly calm down and just not panic, you have a higher chance of surviving if you get stuck in water. Oops. I'm gonna take this wood away and I'm gonna bring it to the construction site. That way I can use it for platforms. Dude. Dude, I don't like TikTok personally, but my dad was watching one and it hit close to home. The guy said, why is it when every time a shooting happens, we focus on race or gender or what gun was used instead of actually mourning the children that died? Like, that hit close. And he's like, I'm so effing tired of hearing everybody in the United States argue. And that's a good thing. And as much as I really hate to say what I'm about to say now, I have to say it. You can't prevent school shootings. It's sad. Like, there's just... You can't prevent them. They're gonna happen no matter what. It doesn't even matter if you ban guns. Someone could just bring a knife or sharpen a dowel rod. I would not be surprised. Mentally, I think they'd probably be allergic to humans. Anyway. Like, can you think about how sad that is? That we as Americans, we don't even mourn the kids first. We just argue about gun laws. That's sad, dude. In my opinion, if we argue about gun laws and stuff, the person that is shooting up a school wins because they cause more hate and destruction. Oh wow, that just hit hard. I hit myself hard. Think about that. The shooter wants to cause pain and death and suffering. When we all argue with each other, it's just theoretically that shooter wins because he did his job. He's causing hate and destruction amongst the community. I feel bad for that Texas shooting, man. Those kids could have done something very good amongst the community. They could have found a way to predict tornadoes, could have cured cancer, made an energy efficient machine that, like, could change the world. No. Snuffed out ruthlessly. What a shame people like this in our society are just dumb. The school should have actually known how to predict it. It's not the school's fault, but they could have probably stopped it. The kid probably got bullied. I will say, like, psychologically, I could say that the people that shoot up a school are the people that are bullied. Is that they get pushed so far to the edge that their brain just snaps and they change personalities and they are wanting to do an evil thing. It just snaps, dude. And they break. And then the person of the shooter, well, the kind person of the shooter died a long time ago before that guy did. And not only do I hate shooters because they're bad people, but on the second hand, they give people like me that own guns a bad rep in their community. If you know already, I love guns. I have a ton of guns. Me and my neighbor love guns. It's just fun. Who wouldn't love it's like a bow, but way more fun. I like hearing that metal ping when I shoot at a piece of metal and I hit that target real good. I love it. It gives me an adrenaline. It's like a sport, you know? if people are like, "Oh, you're wired like that. You're probably violent." Okay, so go to an archery range and shoot a bow. You're gonna get an adrenaline shock, or you're gonna get like, you know, happy when you hit that bullseye, right? Just for the reason, like, when you hit a shot with a gun when you plink. Yeah, so I love plinking. Plinking is one of my favorite things to do. If you don't know, I have a mental disorder known as tics, and every time you see that on my stream, that's a tick. And when I'm aiming down the sights of a gun, it actually stops those ticks, and it uses that part of the brain. And that's actually like my way to get off of ticks, and it mentally helps me in a way. I know it's weird to hear this, but guns mentally help me. And I train my brain to stop ticking and start aiming. And that's what I want. Because since the age of like 12, I've been plagued with tics. I can't escape them. And I want to, and I don't like it. It's like you want to do something, but your body says, no, you can't. Or no, you say you don't want this to happen, but your body says, I don't care. Like, you're doing this. It does not matter. Oops, well, my mind. Dude, the mental health treatment in this country is so bad. I know I'm going on right, but like, my sister has anxiety, and if she stops paying for her mental health treatment, they'll report her or something. For effing anxiety. And I hate when people in insane asylums say, like, they complain, and they peacefully complain, and then they're like, oh, well, that's just you being mentally ill. You need more treatment. Like, I honestly hate mental treatment wards. I'd rather die than go to a mental treatment ward. Oh, but what would you want help? No, I don't want help from a country that ranks 40th in mental health treatment. I blatantly refuse. I'd rather just go mentally insane, because at least you could write a nice story about me. Mentally insane race. Some are already mentally insane. I mean, I wrecked a car on purpose. That my dad gave me, and I posted it on YouTube. May I write this video?
By now, the tornado was just minutes away from Kelsey's house. 200-mile-an-hour winds sliced through Queensburg's transmission lines, cutting power and silencing the tornado siren's blare. Racing down Highway 183, Chris makes a frantic call to his next-door neighbor, Dennis McKinney.
The phone rang, still had a landline. It was Chris, and he said, I'm going to send Kelsey and the baby over because they don't have a basement. And I said, they're coming over?
He says, sure, send her over, it's getting bad.
I remember my dad sounded pretty frantic. He just said, hurry, tell her to hurry. Tell her to come to the back door.
I went out the back door. Well, I stepped down the deck, and I shined my flashlight over there. Nobody came.
I was going between talking to Chris and talking to my mom. My mom was telling me to stay there, and Chris was telling me to go over to the neighbors.
Kelsey is confronted with an agonizing decision: brave the elements to get to underground shelter next door, or weather the storm inside the house, above ground.
Dennis thought we were coming over, so I tried to open our glass sliding door. It just wouldn't budge. The suction from the wind, I couldn't open the door. So by that time, I knew something was terribly wrong, and it was too late for me to go anywhere.
Dennis McKinney still thinks Kelsey and Jaden are coming over, and worries when they fail to show up.
I was getting kind of scared, and stuff started blowing around the deck, and nobody came. And I was holding the door shut, and then I heard the glass blow out of the south side of the house.
Dennis is struggling against 60-mile-an-hour winds, a losing proposition.
I picked up Jaden, and with one arm, I was holding him, and the other, I pulled the mattress off the bed, and went in the closet and propped the mattress outside the door. It sounded like baseballs coming through my window from the hell. And then the next thing I know, everything was dark, and I hear the walls starting to crack behind me.
I turned around and started running down the basement steps, and were immediately behind me. And as I was turning around, steps when the ceiling came down. All I could think was, I'm not stopping now.
I just kind of remember him running by me, grabbing me. We could hear it upstairs. And so he, said, get in the bathtub. And I was concerned about Kelsey and my baby. And I just started praying.
Chris Koss is just a few miles north of Greensburg. In a desperate attempt to get to his family, he is driving into, not away from, the storm. From behind the wheel, Chris reaches Kelsey's cell phone one more time, but the wind overwhelms the truck, knocking his phone onto the floorboard.
Telephone poles start breaking. Trees actually land in front of the highway in front of me. I get blown off the road.
I can remember the last thing I told him before I lost all service at all was, I don't want to die. And then I lost him.
Snow.
May 4th, 2007. It's just before 10 p.m. and an EF5 tornado, the most severe kind, is bearing down on Greensburg, Kansas. Inside a first-floor closet, Kelsey Schroeth clutches her 9-month-old son Jaden, trying to shield him from the ear-popping intensity.
All I could concentrate was just holding on to Jaden. You could actually feel yourself moving. You're sitting still, but something's moving you. And everything started falling on top of us. All I remember hearing was me screaming and Jaden screaming.
Where's the pinky?
A few minutes earlier, Kelsey had tried in vain to leave her house and run across the yard of her neighbors, the McKinneys. But the wind and air pressure put such forces on the door that she couldn't get it open, and she and Jaden were forced to stay put. Next door, Dennis and Lindy McKinney braced themselves in the basement bathroom. He's terrified Kelsey and Jaden are stranded outside.
Got in the bathtub, and of course I was.
Yeah?
What you doing?
Just hanging out.